I would like to thank Nicole for her presentation on Section 1. She did a great, fantastic job helping us with this paper and working on the slides and the paper presentation. Kept us organized and focused, so we really appreciate her hard work on this paper. It really did keep us on track. So my name is Michael Russell. I'll be talking about Section 2, making the move to improve technology. And what I'll be discussing in particular is just the costs associated with and some examples of situations where a company may have to upgrade just to use the particular technology that we're discussing in our paper and presentation. As you can see on my first slide, I've got an older computer to the left and a newer computer to the right. This is just simply to demonstrate how far computers have come. I would say the computer on the left is probably 10 years old, and this is something you could buy today on the right. So just to show a difference there. So the additional costs associated with this technology could be, software can be expensive. It's expensive to buy the software from the companies. Some of the software that we're talking about will not work with older versions of Windows or a Mac operating system. So it may be necessary to upgrade not only to buy the software from the company to use their software, but it also might become necessary for us to buy software to make their software compatible with our network at the business level. So that's certainly something to consider. Most software companies do require an annual payment, and whether that's per user of the software, meaning per computer that's on that particular form of software, there could be a charge associated with that, or there might just be a group fee for the entire company that they have to pay to the software company to use WebEx or whatever program they choose to use. It can also require upgrading bandwidth within the company. So if they're adding on a significant amount of computers into their network so that people can use these type of technologies, it could be they got to pay for Ethernet cables. They have to have someone install all this programming, all this hardware, make the computers integrated, speak to each other. Usually it's going to require hiring more tech support people. I would say that that's going to be a big expense. They may also just have to increase their internet capacity from their provider. Many companies, usually based with Cox or AT&T or Comcast, whichever provider they may use, they still have to have enough bandwidth coming into their buildings. So in order to increase that bandwidth, they're going to have to probably increase the cost and pay for that. So that's another cost they're going to incur to go along with that, and those really can add up. I mean, you're talking millions of dollars. I know, for an example, with a small shop, I know that just upgraded to QuickBooks point of sale. I know that's not really related to WebEx and what we're on topic, but just as an example of upgrading software, to get a new computer was $1,500, and then you had to pay the QuickBooks Pro $900 to buy that. Plus they have a fee every year that they require you to pay. So those can really add up. Those costs can be detrimental to a company if they don't budget for it, and they really need to weigh the cost of, do we upgrade or do we continue to do traditional business, face to face? Do we pay to fly to Japan? Is that better than upgrading our entire infrastructure? And I would say over time you're probably better off upgrading the infrastructure, but in the short term it may not be feasible for someone to lay out that much capital to upgrade their system. So we really appreciate your time on this. Thank you and I'm going to pass it off to Nick. Thank you.